Hey, hello everyone. Today I want to share with you one of the, in my opinion, the best hosting and one of the cheapest hosting in the market for WordPress. A lot of people may not aware, but in my opinion, the best one should be Cloudways. So if you look at the pricing for DigitalOcean is $12 per month, and there's no restrictions on the number of website. Because basically you can load as much website you want, okay? You can load up to 10, 15, 20 of them as long as the resources wise is do not cap, and it will be fine. So my favorite one we will go for Nino. Nino is the same pricing actually compared with DigitalOceans, but it's actually a little bit cheaper on in terms of their free cache Object Cache Pro versions. But Nino, I've tested this all out, okay, except the Amazon and Google Cloud, which is definitely the top notch, much more expensive. But for Nino, they just beat the performance and the stabilities for Voucher and DigitalOcean. So definitely a wise take for Nino. But I digress a little bit. So why is Cloudways the cheapest version, right? Because you're looking at the pricing, it's talking about $12 per month. If you go for the SiteGround, you go for the uh, uh, emotion hostings, Bluehost, whatsoever, it's range around the cheapest around $2 something to $4 maximum per month, right? So it's like triple of the cost. Okay, so hear me out. These two have two distinguished differences. Okay, one is the share hosting, and for Cloudways, it's a private hosting, which means the environment is going to for you to subscribe is completely private for you. So you may wonder why it actually matters. You're looking for the cheapest versions. So many years ago when I started doing hosting, I also looking for this cheapest version hosting option in the market. But after 1 year, you realize you do not get the cheapest one. You're actually getting a much more expensive one than the private hostings. The reason is because all these share hosting they offer very cheap prices at the first year. The price you're going to see from any other share hosting company like $2 to $4 is merely only talking about a per month, right? Per month. And they do not mention about the yearly cost. They do not touch base about the renewal cost, which is the most important area aspect in this topic. The next year you're going to renew it, the cost is going to jack up like 4 to 5 times, right? It's going to be even more expensive than Cloudways. So the Cloudways, you can imagine they actually is a managed hosting company. The cost you only go to is you only go to the service, you a little bit, and the support and the graphical user interface. So they charge you very little. You compare with Nino directly with them, it's only I think around to $2 differences a month, which is much less than the coffee. But if you go for the share hosting, these are company that's going to subscribe with. As a matter of fact, Nino, Voucher, this company, and they as a middleman to um, re market them and sell it to you. So they actually you're selling like two layers. So we pay much more than going for Cloudways. So I want to get this right. You should not look at the pricing only at the first month is not a comprehensive pricing, and you need to see what you're getting, right? If you go for Cloudways, you're looking at $12 per month. You can actually load as much website as you want, and you can have your own whole private area. You will not need to care about worry about the IP address going to screw up by the others. You can have the full control of your server. You can have the server to go live immediately. The supreme backup and restore on the website because you control the whole thing. There's a lot of stuff you can control if you have the whole website control on the server level. Okay, so you can manage your performance, the cache, the SSL certificate, and also the most importantly the IP address. IP address does matter a lot because when you send an email, your your recipient email service provider like Google, Yahoo is going to recognize the IP address you're going to use. So the IP address that you have maintained with a private one, you can maintain a very good reputations, and which is nothing like that you cannot be done with a share hostings. There's one very key point to take. And in case you doesn't know, email is very crucial in your business, not only when you're doing a e-commerce business, for the after sales services, for the how to access the shipping data, the receipt, but even if you're doing a blogging business, you can send your new article notifications to your subscriber and let them know that you have a new article released, and then they click and send the link juice back to your website, which is a very good signal to the Google that the new article has been read many times and help with the Google ranking much better. And that's the reason how a large subscriber base website blogger is going to beat your content, the newbie content, even when they have less article than you, the article length is shorter than you, and the article quality is even shorter than less than you. So there's a little bit secret in here. And Cloudways, one of the things I like the most is going to save you tons of money is the Breeze Cache plugin. Is even better than the premium paid version like the BP Rocket, which costs you about $150 per year. And compare with this, with the BP Rocket, is completely for free, and you have a lot of caching support like Varnish, Redis. Not try to digress my video much longer in a 30 minutes video, but basically this kind of cache functions can only work if you have a private hosting company, which is not possible when you do a share hosting. And the reason why is because you need to have the down to the root, the core access level with the hosting before you can able to have this set up. So this is very crucial, critical. And the Breeze Cache plugin will help you to enable the file optimization, the heartbeat as well. And the CDN is one of the very key point. The Breeze help you to support the content delivery network, basically, which means that when your visitor going to visit your Cloudways server in the US, but they're from the Asia country, they can go to the CDN cache image directly, and going to save you so much bandwidth and save you a lot of resources as well. So Redis is one of them. I just touch base. I will leave the information down below for you to read. I don't want to digress my video too much, but it's an enterprise level caching. What basically means that Cloudways will going to make your website much faster than the other cheap shit shareholder you're going to subscribe with the $2 to $3, right? So Cloudways compared with the other option in the market. So there's a lot of pros, like just want to mention, we can grow, unlimited website, no restrictions. The pricing is extremely transparent. You're not going to pay a different pricing the next year or 3 months to 6 months later. Okay, not a share hosting, and this is not only a WordPress site. You can use the server for other software as well. If you go to ThemeForest, the Code Cannon, you're going to subscribe some PHP script software. You can also install it into your server, which is, in my opinion, the best, because you're not going to possible to have it happen in the share hosting. Okay, so you can have the flexibility and transparent about choosing 5 world-class provider, DO, Lino voucher, AWS, and GCP cloud. Okay, so if you go for the cheapest versions, you should look for the value to the money, but not only the absolute dollar. There's some option in the market is completely for free. It's a free hosting. These are the shit. Free hosting that you should never want to try. Is a nightmare. And imagine that the content is your food in your restaurant. If you do not have a very good kitchen, then no matter how fancy your restaurant look like, how pretty your waitress is, the customer will come in and just do not want to come here again because the food sucks. Which means your hosting has to be good to provide very good response time to Google and Yahoo, the search engine. Understand that you're providing top-notch service to your customers. You're not going to have them to wait for a very long time to first buy TTFB until they can read the first text or images get loaded in your website. So click the link down below for the best official deal discount from Cloudways, and you can also book a demo as well in here for the Cloudways product demo. It's completely for free. You can show you step by step how easy it is to configure and how convenient it is to use, and give it a try. Thank you.